Hello, and welcome to the video series on EcoStruxure Power applications. The fundamental premise of the EcoStruxure Power solution is to embrace the vision of a connected Internet of Things IoT world. Looking at that vision from an electrical perspective, what that means is to really make sure that all your electrical assets, circuit breakers, switchgear, motors, what have you, are all metered and connected to software. Once that happens, applying analytics and expertise to this data will bring significant benefits. One of the main benefits the EcoStruxure Power application stack brings is to improve operational efficiency. That is efficiency in both energy and maintenance. The idea is, of course, to reduce the overall operational costs for your facility. Today, let's look at one specific area where EcoStruxure Power can add value: utility bill verification. Utility billing errors happen more often than you think. For example, rate errors, incorrect meter reads, duplicated time periods, etc. A facility manager often has to audit the facility's utility bills for accuracy. It's probably recommended that the facility store digital shadow bills to provide evidence if there are contractual disputes with the utility. Today we will look at how Susan, a facility manager, audited her electric bill for the month of September and found quite a significant discrepancy. Let's first look at her bill and its components. As you can see, Susan has a $48,000 electric bill for the month of September, which has essentially two elements. One is an energy consumption charge for 289,000 kilowatt hours at 11.2 cents a kilowatt hour. And that's about $32,000 worth of her bill. The second component is a peak demand charge for her peak kilowatts, which hit 1223.7 kilowatts at this date and time. The peak charge rate was $11.20 a kilowatt, and that contributed quite a significant amount to her total electric bill, as you can see. There are also some taxes and fees, which we are going to ignore for the purposes of this exercise, but that can be added to the automated bill verification mechanism as well. So let's see what Susan can possibly do to audit this bill. So if Susan goes to the EcoStruxure Power software interface, she has a couple of options. She can look at the energy cost report, specify the appropriate meters, configure the rates. As you can see, the exact rates can be specified here. You can even add additional fees if you want to, but like I said, for this purposes of this exercise, we won't be doing that. The second option, which if she has a little more sophisticated rate structure, would be to use the billing module report. So with the billing module, as you can see, there are many possible rates to specify. You can specify power factors and quite complex expressions. For the purposes of this discussion, I have configured the rate in the example rate basic here, and I've specified the month of September. So Susan now hits the generate report button. Okay, so if you compare the bill that the EcoStruxure Power software generated and Susan's electric bill, you see a couple of discrepancies already. The kilowatt hour count appears to be different, and the fact that it's off by one digit causes one to suspect that it could be an incorrect meter read. Secondly, the peak kilowatt demand also appears to be a different value, and it happened at a different time. So both these discrepancies have resulted in a difference of almost $3,000. So what Susan can do is submit this as evidence in a contractual dispute, or she can call her utility manager and try to reconcile these differences. At any rate, the software and the EcoStruxure Power system has provided Susan with enough meaningful data to actually yield significant financial benefits. The first step is, of course, to make sure you get the appropriate locations metered and connected to software. Um, and then the benefits will ensue after that. I hope that was a useful illustration of how to use EcoStruxure Power software in your facility. Thanks for watching.